The average day for a student at our school really isn't going to be that average. We have an environment that is open for long hours because we are a community school, but the school day ranges from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They are divided up into 2-hour blocks in the morning and 1.5-hour blocks in the afternoon. The teachers huddle at 7:30 in the morning and the school huddles at 8 a.m. every day. Each independent group or success coach huddles with their team at lunch for the first 15 minutes of lunch every day. So there is a lot of communication, a lot of collaboration that's built in, and each student's schedule will really depend on where their needs are. So the average student will be there 3 times a week, will train every day, regardless of whether they're there for class or not, get in their exercise. They will collaborate with their team every day. They will work on projects and work on their online curriculum every day, but they're not confined to a bricks and mortar location or a specific seat or teacher. So the freedom that they have is really based upon the responsibility that they carry as a student. Every student will participate in online foundational learning. Every student will participate in team projects, and every student will eventually participate in experiential learning, whether it be dual credit, service learning, entrepreneurship, or some sort of a career work study. The design is so that our teachers' time is not spent with rote delivery of information or grading of paperwork that can be computerized or collecting or desegregating data that technology can do for them. But the teacher's time is really invested and evaluated in a way that it's going to be targeted towards meeting the individual needs of students. And that's the priority. One of the very unique things about us is that we are very family oriented. We call ourselves the Sahq family. People that are involved with our programs become a part of the Sahq family. We engage them in ways that are meant to build relationships. As the school opens, we will have in the evenings from 5 to 8 something called Training Table, which is a study supports peer-to-peer as well as teacher-led tutoring program. We do outreach with the local elementary schools and charity programs. We take the kids on hikes and to sporting events, to movies. We have sleepovers. It's one of those things that really we create an environment that make people feel as though they are a part of something that is special and bigger than themselves. So it's really not just about education, it's about belonging and it's about community. And without that, we really have no hope of changing the messaging or the trajectory of where New Mexico lies in the grand scope of education. And our intent through this seed that we're planting with this school is to gain some momentum, to create some best practices, to have accessible resources that will catapult New Mexico into the top 5 by the year 2025. Now, I know that's a boil the ocean type of proposal, but that really is what my heart is about, is that not only are we trying to meet the needs of these kids, but we are trying to change the trajectory for New Mexico. Kids in New Mexico should not be a statistic. Kids in New Mexico should not be subject to living and dying in poverty simply because they were born in this state, in that condition. There has to be some bold change in how we are approaching our problems and some urgency to how we are proposing the solutions. So this, although it is something that is basically a small community that are meeting the needs individually of a few children, the scope of what our work is much greater. The scope of our work extends beyond our school walls and extends to every single child that is born now, is in school now and that will be born in New Mexico, so that their opportunities are equal to the capacity of the people and the hearts and the minds and the intelligence that lies within our state.